3 of the Grapevine. I'm your host Chelsea, and this is your go-to podcast for staying updated, meeting new faces and hearing their stories from the Hunter Valley Grammar School community. In this week's episode, we're joined with some very special guests, our new hosts, Alex and Bonnie, and we get into all things behind the scenes of the Grammar Grapevine and Year 8. Stay tuned. We acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, the Wanneroo people, and pay respects to elders past and present. Their traditions of storytelling and knowledge sharing continue to inspire and enrich our school community. Season 3 is here. We're back again. This season we have Alex and Ebony, who will actually be our new hosts, which is so exciting. How do you guys feel?
I'm so excited. It's a new chapter in my school life and it's just so exciting.
So, what were the first impressions of each other before you actually became friends?
Well, I thought she was very nice. She was very smart for her age. And she was very proper.
Like she could live in England.
No, I could not live in England. The weather's horrible.
No, but I feel like you'd look good in like a scarf and like
A trench coat. Ebony, aka Bonnie.
I thought Alex is very quirky and loud.
Yeah.
That's very kind.
Yeah.
No, but that
Really?
that's actually such a compliment. So now in terms of hosting, because obviously that's the role you guys are going to come into, why did you want to be a host? Why?
I think just like because it's great to talk to people from the community and like meet new people that come on, because we have a range of people that come on the podcast. Like talking to them.
Yeah.
Well, I've always been told that I should start a podcast. So I thought the next best thing was joining a podcast. And when I saw that this was here, I was like, this is a great way to be within the school community and know people outside of just a school thing, like know their lives and what they've done.
And obviously you both are in Year 8, so still a bit fresh to high school. What would you say so far is the best and worst thing?
I love high school. The most part about moving around and not sitting in one classroom. Say you don't like your class, you have a different class. Yeah, I like moving around classrooms because it gives you like a brain break.
Yeah.
You know, you have like sniff the air, breathe the air, and then you walk around and then you go to your next class and you're like, cool, calm, collected.
No, I like it because like you get different teachers and they each have like different inputs and what they think about their subject that they like to teach.
The worst thing.
How short the lunches are. I need to eat.
Yeah.
Probably when you have a double in the afternoon and you're like, unless it's food tech and you're cooking, then that's fine.
Yeah.
But if it's like a double, don't put it period 5 and 6. You just want to go
I love
home.
when I have history, 5 and 6.
Are you a history
I'm
person?
a history person.
I'm not a history.
Oh,
Alex has a cool trick.
Flags. I can name flags.
Okay.
Flag.
Any flag. All right.
The little ones with them.
Why do they have those?
That's Albania.
Oh my God. Okay, wait.
Belgium.
I love that. You're just sipping water in the process of it.
That's Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Oh my gosh, how do you know this?
Wait. This is so cool. I love this.
That's Burkina Faso.
This is crazy. That is like really impressive.
Yeah, it's one of my hidden talents.
I think it's just like so cool to say. It's like
Yeah.
being like, oh yeah, I've run a marathon.
Have you?
No. Maybe I will though. So don't be surprised. What is your dream job? And does it have anything to do with podcasting?
Mine really doesn't. I'm like you. I want to work with kids, so I want to be like a primary school teacher.
Yeah.
Because I think I just want to be a part in developing little minds for the new generation.
That sounds so like inspirational.
No, it doesn't really relate either. I don't really know what my dream job
That's
is.
okay.
But I want to like maybe be like some kind of manager or like work with people.
Yeah.
Definitely a people person.
Yeah. If you could swap lives with any teacher for a day, who would it be and why?
Probably Miss Duncan.
She would love that.
Maybe like a kindergarten teacher, because I think like the kinder kids are so cute.
Alex, this one's for you. So you've been at HVGS since preschool, yes?
Yes.
Yes. What would you say has changed the most?
The canteen.
Canteen. What would you say is the best lunch option at the canteen?
I really like the brekkie wraps.
I
do
love
know
a
for
good
lunch.
palmy.
What has been the best opportunity HVGS has given you so far? If you don't say this podcast, you're booted.
I was literally going to say probably this podcast.
Yeah.
It gives, obviously, as I said before, it gives you like new faces and new ways to view the community.
Yeah, it's an experience that I suppose a lot of schools don't have, and if you can learn to work with like behind the scenes as well, then it's gives you skills that are Very
Yeah.
helpful.
Skills from every aspect of life. If you could add a subject to the school curriculum, what would it be?
Flag study. No, I'm kidding. Well, there is more to flags than just the colours.
There's more to
Subject?
flags than just the colours.
The
You have an
colours.
emotional
Meaning,
connection
like,
with them.
meaning,
You have an emotional
The 13 stripes on the United States
How do you,
flags,
like-
the 13 colonies, the 50 stars, 50 states.
I don't know if this is kind of already in PE, but I would add dance.
You guys will do hip hop next year.
Woohoo!
I loved hip hop. It's not a competition, but I will say my group won if it was a competition. We had to, you have to choreograph the whole thing. I got thrown up in the air. Taj did a little backflip with some assistance.
Oh.
But he still did a backflip. The backflip was in there. And yeah, I just remember we had to do it next to two other groups and gosh, we outshone them.
I really wanna learn
We
how to
did
do a
well.
Backflip.
Yeah,
think
me
it's
too.
really cool.
I just want to be able to just do a bunch of back handsprings or backflips. What would you say is the most underrated thing about the school more people should appreciate?
This podcast. Also, like the work that goes on behind the scenes, because you think, I don't know. I just thought, you rock up, you talk with the guest, and then, but, there's a whole writing team and everything that goes into
It's
it.
pretty intense. Moving on, this is a little segment we've introduced just for you guys.
Oh,
A trivia segment.
I'm good at trivia.
Who knows more about their school?
I wonder.
Alex.
All right.
Definitely not.
First question. What year was HVGS opened?
Alex,
I have no
1994.
No. Okay, so now Ebony gets one answer. If not, it's wrong. Just guess.
No, it's the 35,
35 years. Hang on. 1990.
Yes! 1 point to Bonnie. Name all the houses.
Bonnie.
Yeah.
Carrington, Gloucester, Liverpool. What again?
2 points to Bonnie. Who was the first principal of HVGS?
Alex? Was it Mrs. T's?
I have no idea.
John Weeks. That's what the library's the library's named
John
after.
Weeks.
What is the school's motto?
Alex.
Bonnie.
Success through endeavour.
2-1. Which year was the school play Beauty and the Beast?
Alex. 2017?
Bonnie, take a guess.
2016.
What is the name of the admin building?
Alex. It's, no, never mind.
Go, guess.
It's named after someone, isn't it or not?
The O'Brien Administration Centre. In what year was the Cameron Centre built?
Alex, 2008.
2004.
2005. How many acres is our school campus?
Alex, is it 110? No, it's not. No. It's smaller than that.
40?
32.
Oh, I wasn't that far off.
What the heck?
Yeah. Do you know what I just thought of? That would have been so funny. Imagine if we did trivia but we had already told Bonnie all the answers.
Oh, we should have done that.
Alex lost and Bonnie won. Even though this is only our second year here and this is Alex's 9th or 10th. Now, because we've mentioned a few times that you guys are a bit shocked as to how much goes in to the podcast behind the scenes. So what's something about recording a podcast that surprised you?
Probably how much thought gets put into run sheets, into choosing and how far they're pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably say that we record for an hour or more, and then we only 15 minutes sometimes gets actually released. So there's a lot of behind the scenes things.
Oh, what are you most excited about by being a host?
Probably meeting new people, meeting new faces in the HVGS community.
Love that.
Working with you guys, the whole team.
Good answer. Bonnie, you're my
Working with
favourite.
Alex, but not Alex.
I'm joking. You could have anyone be a guest on the podcast, one person in the world. Who would it be?
Maybe someone who's gone to space.
That would be so cool.
Like an astronaut that's
Okay.
been to space.
10 out of 10 answer.
No, I want
That's
Bethany
better.
Hamilton.
If you could record a podcast episode anywhere on campus on the 32 acres we have, where would it be?
In Miss Butterworth's office.
Probably the COA, you know? Have some little nostalgia.
Yeah. If the podcast had a mascot, who would it be?
Can it be a fruit or does it have to be an
Yeah,
animal?
I would say grapes.
I was going to say grapes.
Yeah.
Like Gary the Grape or something like that. And it's
I feel like
That's
Gerald.
cute. Gerald. Yeah, but I feel like that's a j sound. I feel like we need a g. And, oh, this is fun. So as new host, obviously it's very exciting. But what would you say is your ultimate goal for this season?
I want people to have a good impression of me and not be like...
Well, this is your chance. This is
And
your
I think I've
only
wasted it.
chance.
Anyway, I think I just want people to know who I am and hopefully they can not relate to me, but they can listen to me and not like cringe.
Yeah, like meet new people, I suppose, and like make it interesting so people want to keep listening because we want to keep growing the podcast.
Now, onto the segment that you actually know and love, Rapid Fire.
I'm so excited for this.
Favourite teacher?
Mrs. Gary Brown, my mentor.
Mr. Berry, also my mentor.
If you had to be stuck in a classroom for 24 hours, which one would it be?
You're so slow, Alex. I don't have my
classroom.
answer. Oh, I was going to say a music classroom, but that's better.
What classroom did you say?
Food tech. T7.
Describe your co-host in one word.
Smart.
Quirky.
Would you rather redo year 7 or skip straight to year 12?
Redo year 7.
If you could ban one phrase from school, what would it be?
Skibbity.
I agree. What's a subject you secretly enjoy?
Maths.
Yeah, maths.
If you could start your own club at HVGS, what would it be?
Dance club.
Lag reading club.
What's the weirdest thing that's happened at school this year?
Someone did a backflip the other day.
Favourite spot on campus?
The canteen.
Canteen.
If HVGS had a theme song, what would it be?
We are the champions.
I was thinking that. What's one thing you'd tell your year 7 self?
It'll get better.
Don't underestimate yourself.
What is your personal motto?
Live life to the fullest.
Probably give it a go.
Love that. Well, thank you so much for joining the team. We're so excited for you guys to be hosts. And everyone, stay tuned because Alex and Bonnie will have some episodes coming out this season. Yes, you heard me, this season. So we've got very big things planned, lots of special guests, and of course more chaos. Especially now with these two on board. So thank you everyone for listening, and we can't wait to see you next week. So stay tuned. Thanks for listening to this week's episode. To make sure you don't miss out, hit follow or subscribe on your favourite podcast player and follow us on Instagram at The Grammar Grapevine. Leave us a review and give us 5 stars. Catch new guests every Monday. See you next week.